Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of In the Spotlight by Parking Network. Today I'm joined by Clint from Get My Parking. Get My Parking has been part of the Parking Network community for several years, and since our earlier conversation with the company, a great deal has continued to develop across the platform, their market presence, especially their work in North America. So today we'll be speaking about where Get My Parking stands now, the role of trust and experience in parking technology, and how data can help airports better understand and manage the full Landside journey. Clint, it's a pleasure to be sitting down with you today. A lot has been going on with Get My Parking, so I'm really curious about our conversation today.
Yeah, well, thank you for the opportunity. On behalf of the entire GMP team, we really do appreciate the opportunity to be in your spotlights. Thank you. So I think the last time you spoke with Chirag has been 4 years or so, right? And we've had some incredible growth globally and most importantly in North America for our team. I think the last time we spoke with Chirag, we had 3 North American employees, maybe 2, and we've expanded to 12 currently and are going to continue to expand as we grow. So thanks again for the opportunity.
Indeed, it's great to hear how much Get My Parking has grown since that early conversation. For the audience that would be curious to hear more about both yourself and the company today, could you give us a bit of a reintroduction?
Thank you, Manoj. Yeah, just a little bit about myself. I've been in the industry for 30 plus years, and I'm grateful to be a part of this GMP team. I've been with GMP now for 6 months, and I've learned a lot. But what I do know is we have grown significantly over the last couple of years in North America. You know, we started as a digital platform, and we've really evolved into a parks and mobility tech stack, which is great. You know, we still have a consistent focus on really trying to digitize the customer's journey. And that's really the end goal here, because we think that's where our industry is going, right? When you first met us, you know, again, we were probably just a digital platform, but today we do so many different things. We do reservations, permits, curb management, on-street, surface lots, you name it. We are an entire tech platform today, and we're going to continue to grow. But what really holds us all together is what our AI intelligence provides for us and can provide for our customers.
That's an interesting evolution, moving from a digital platform to a broader parking and mobility tech stack. And with that in mind, trust and experience are key in parking, especially as technology becomes more integrated into daily operations and customer journeys. What is Get My Parking's perspective on building that trust with operators and clients?
Well, I think, first and foremost, trust really starts with reliability. Parking and mobility operations are mission critical for everybody, right? Especially at airports. And tech failures can directly impact customer satisfaction and revenue generation. So we know what our clients need. We've worked alongside them for years to understand their operational needs, what their pain points are. And because of that, we've developed programs and tech stacks that allow them to manage their facilities better. I also think that, experience also matters, of course. We've successfully deployed solutions across thousands of locations globally, 500 plus locations in North America. And as we continue to work with our partners and our operators, we have a better understanding of what their needs are, and that develops experience for us, and we can bring that to the table for them.
You mentioned the importance of reliability and the role technology plays in mission-critical operations, and I think airports are a very good example of that. Could you expand a little on why airports are such an important market for Get My Parking and why there is a growing demand for strong technology solutions in that space?
Sure. So, parking revenue is the largest non-airline driver at an airport, right? And so it supports their master plans, how they move forward from an infrastructure standpoint. So the retainage and increase of that revenue is vital to the success of those airports, right? And so what we're seeing today is that data has become more and more vital as a part of what they need to do to make decisions moving forward, right? And so what Get My Parking can do and what our technology stack allows them to do is integrate all these different systems. Airports don't need to be locked into one vendor. They need to have the ability to look outside, from the curb to the parking lots to ride shares, autonomous vehicles, whatever it may be, being able to pull all that data and make business decisions based on that. And that's what we offer today for airports.
Could you elaborate on how Get My Parking helps airports leverage data and analytics?
Sure. So, we've spent in Chirag and his team, we've got a team of engineers, right, and product folks that are continually evolving to our customers' needs, including airports, right? So that allows us to collect data in a frictionless experience, right, through cameras and artificial intelligence that can link all these different systems, whether it's at a taxi cab hold lot or on the curb or in parking facilities. It can take all that information and it would allow them to understand if they need to go to a dynamic pricing model, right? Do they need to become more sensitive because they've got a heavy rideshare use at their airport? Or do they need to maximize their economy loss because their leisure traveler is traveling more during certain times than the business traveler? All that data is pulled and readily available for all of our customers, our operators, airports, so they can make immediate business decisions, as opposed to pulling from all these different systems, loading it into a spreadsheet, and still maybe using AI, right, to calculate all that information. But that is human time. That's time that's taken away from actually running your airport. So if you have systems like ours that allow you to collect and pull and use all that data in real time, you can make real-time decisions.
So this is not just about improving parking, but about helping airports better understand the entire landside environment. So would you say this broader view leads to better operations, stronger revenue, and an improved customer experience?
Yeah, and it's a perception thing too, right? I think most airports see this today, but there's still an evolution of it, right? So it's more than just a parking operation. It is an entire landside asset. So how do I understand what that user is doing before they even get to the airport, when they arrive at the airport, whether they're doing a drop and go or a cell phone lot, or they're moving directly into a parking facility, or perhaps they're using a rideshare or using an off-airport competitor. I need to use all of that data and need to have it at the ready so I can make important business decisions, right?
Looking ahead, where do you see the future of parking and mobility heading, particularly with digital journeys, autonomous vehicles, and changing customer expectations?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so I don't think anybody really has all those answers today, but what we do know is that customers are looking for a positive experience that's digitized, right? That's easy, that's simple, that doesn't allow them to have, or doesn't enable them to have to make too many decisions, right? I want to be able to use my phone or my computer in advance of anything that I need to do to plan to get there and arrive, so I can deal with the headache of travel, right? I want to remove those headaches as much as I can.
Thank you, Clint, for sharing these insights today. It's great to see how Get My Parking has evolved. From all of us at Parking Network, we wish you and the Get My Parking team continued success.
Thank you very much. And again, thank you for the opportunity. The team at GMP thanks you greatly.
And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us today. Stay tuned for more conversations with the companies and people shaping the future of parking and mobility. See you next time.